what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Friday the 13th Ultimate Pamela Voorhees figure. Now this figure was definitely a surprise. A lot of us did not see this coming. It just popped up like out of nowhere. It was like available at the NECA store, and now it has become available like at other stores like a Big Bad Toy Store, which have it on pre-order, but I know it won't be ready for release until like a few months later. But NECA store, you know, you can actually order this right now and it will come right now. And I was surprised at how fast it shipped. It shipped within like a few days after I just ordered it, so I was like really surprised about that. So this is definitely like a very anticipated figure like from NECA, you know. But yeah, I was kind of suspecting that this would be like the next figure in line if NECA would have returned to doing like figures based like on the Friday the 13th franchise, because I remember hearing them say that after the Ultimate Part 7 Jason figure, there was plans to do like a Ultimate Pamela Voorhees, but the lawsuit between like Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham, you know, all that kind of stuff like that, kind of delayed, and that's why they had to put the stuff off or whatever. So yeah, I was kind of suspecting if they would have continued the line, that's what we would get though, because this was supposedly what would have been next, you know, but they had to wait till all that, the lawsuit thing was like settled. You know, they got the Jason universe and all that kind of stuff now too as well. But yeah, I ordered this from the NECA store, and of course, you know, this is based like on the original Friday the 13th film from like 1980, and you know, like the Bessie Palmer version of Pamela Voorhees. Now I do have that particular film in this Blu-ray 8 movie collection, which has like the first 8 Friday the 13th films, like from the original one to Jason Takes Manhattan, because it's like packed full of like features too as well, like tons of like special features. Really, I'm definitely happy about having this, and like I say, this is definitely a surprise for here. I'm going to get into this right now. Now as you can see, this is the box that contains the Pamela Voorhees figure. Now this is the theatrical poster for Friday the 13th, but one of the things I do notice about it missing, because it does have like the tagline, "They were warned, they are doomed, and on Friday the 13th, nothing will save them." I know the theatrical poster had that, but in this picture here, you don't see like images of like the characters from the film, because like on the theatrical poster, you can see like some of like the characters right here, like on the in the bushes, where in the trees on the poster. But I see they don't have them right here. But as you can see, it does say like Ultimate Pamela Voorhees. It does say Friday the 13th. And of course, you know, you can see images of the figure like on the back as well. Now it says that this includes a machete, axe, knife, broken paddle, bow, arrows, interchangeable heads, and hands too as well. And of course, you know, when you open this on up, you see an image of this Voorhees right there. You can say Pamela Voorhees. And of course, you can see her with her accessories too as well. Yeah, she looks beautiful too. So yeah, I'm going to open this on up. This is the background that comes with the figure. I guess that's like a supposed to be a shot of like the forest or the woods of Crystal Lake, I'm assuming, because I can't remember that particular scene, but you can tell just like woods, I guess, of like Crystal Lake. Okay, there's the NECA Friday the 13th Ultimate Pamela Voorhees figure. So I'm gonna measure her. Yeah, she's right under 7 inches. So I talk about like the articulation of the figure and like the likeness to how she is. Now I do think it's a decent likeness to Bessie Palmer. I think NECA did a good job with this, but like there is something about like the way it's like sculpted. She really looks awesome. Like the design, like the sculpting of the sweater and stuff, it just looks so awesome. She even has like her sheath right here for her, like her knife right there. Look what you did to her. And of course, these are her shoes, which do have like holes underneath, like, you know, like NECA stands, or if you want to put her on a stand. And of course, the sweater is like a soft, like plastic like. It's pretty cool though. Now I see her arms can go all the way up like this. And they can go up to right there too, so she can't get that much range too as well. Of course, the hands can turn all the way around. She can even go backwards like that. And her arm does bend, but like it's kind of tight. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't see a double bend in here, but it could be because I don't see like it right here on the back. But it could be. It is kind of tight right there though. She can split. She's like lightweight too, like a light type figure. And here's the bend in her leg, so she can get a bend in her knee. I don't think it's a double bend, but it could be. It looks like it's just a single bend, like one bend. And she kind of can like Arab crunch, but not too much. And of course the head, you know, can turn all the way around. You can rock it. She can kind of look up, but not too much. And the feet don't have any pivot, but of course they can like turn. And as you can see, she does stand pretty good. But seriously, like the figure itself really is like awesome though. I think it's done pretty good. It's like she's very like slim, like thin, light, and she's like kind of like lightweight too. It's something like kind of different about it. But this is like a close-up of the expression with this particular head sculpt that they gave her. And I think it's a decent likeness to Bessie Palmer. But I think like the body proportions and everything, oh, that really looks like her, like the way her body was and stuff. But again, like this sweater, like the sculpting of the sweater, like the designs in it, I think that just really looks beautiful. It looks awesome. Of course, there's a sheath for her, like knife right there, like I mentioned earlier. Of course, you know, you should better plug the knife in there. Yeah, but nice, well done figure from my opinion. Like I said, she's real thin too, like lightweight. I noticed that too. I think that's pretty cool. Kill her, mommy. Kill her. Now I want to move on through the accessories that come with the ultimate Pamela Voorhees figure. Up first, you get like this knife. And this is like a small like knife too, as you can see right here. Well, you know, it's like it's into scale with her. And there's also some kind of like carving on it too as well. So as you can see right there, even on the other side, like some kind of like carving in it. Because of course, you know, you can take this and you can like just you should be able to just sheath it in here. Yeah, and it does go in pretty good, Ty. So you can like put it on her like her sheath right there, holster it. I think that's awesome. And up next, you get like the legendary machete, Ty, with the iconic machete from the Friday the 13th franchise. Then we get an axe. Now this is a different axe than we normally get. It's even like bloody too. You can see some blood splatter on it too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. 'Cause I remember she used this on the girl like in the shower. Like slammed it right into her head. Ah. Then you get like this broken paddle. Of course, you know this is from like the ending sequence when she was fighting Alex at the end. 'Cause I remember she tried to stab her. She said, ah! It fell down in the sand. I always thought that was kind of funny. And it's even broke too right there. As you can see, like it's broken. Then she actually gets some, she has like a bow. Like a real string. And you get 4 arrows. Because you get like 3 arrows that don't have nothing on them. Like these 3 arrows right here. But they like have like this red and like, I think that's a black color. Red and green and blue color. They're like a tricolor, like red, green, and blue. But then you have like this one arrow right here, which does have like the tip on it. I think this is kind of like one of the ones she used when she killed Kevin Bacon, like his character. Like remember he was like sleeping in the bed. She said, ch ch, and she rammed the arrow up through his throat and was like turning it. I know they have like an uncut version where it's like more bloody as it's like going up through his throat. So I think that's pretty cool. So yeah. Alright. But to be honest, you know, a couple of like the arrow kills in the film I always kind of had suspected. Can you believe this? That it was really Jason that was killing the people. because some of that stuff was kind of like supernatural. Because look how strong like the arrow was, so that means that she had like enough strength to push the arrow through like Kevin Bacon's like throat. Even the guy that she shot up on the door, well, I guess she shot at him, he was like hanging up on the door. It's like, whoa, you know, it's not somebody that had to have like super strength to be able to put somebody up on the door with an arrow stuck up, you know. So I kind of always used to get like suspicious that it was really Jason that was killing some like the teenagers, you know. Just a theory of mine, you know. And then up next she gets like these 3 alternate heads. I think this one really looks good. It's like a like she's kind of like nervous expression. She can't hide. No place to hide. I think that's a good likeness to Bessie right there. Then you also have this particular hair here where she's like really like you know, like angry or like looking evil like. Then you have this one here where she's like screaming like ah, like when she's fighting Alex and stuff. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, she does have like 4 different heads that you can interchange between, which I think is pretty cool. And then lastly, Pamela comes with 4 alternate hands, so she has like a total of 6 interchangeable hands. It looks like she has like a left and right gripping hand. It's like they're kind of like slightly different, like these grips, but you could tell they can hold like accessories. They're very like small hands too. Then she has like this particular hand too as well, and I think this is one of the ones that's kind of like the it's kind of a different grip. It looks like it's the same as this one. You could tell you could put stuff in them. Then she has like this particular hand. I could tell already that this is for like the bow. You could tell it's for like putting the string. Pretty cool. Now I want to compare the NECA Ultimate Pamela Voorhees figure with some of my other Ultimate Jason Voorhees figures from NECA. I mean, Ultimate, yeah, they are Jason, really. Alright. Now here she is with the clothed Friday the 13th Part 3 Pamela Voorhees like figure from that NECA, you know, from the end of Part 3 where she jumps out the water. I'm glad that NECA did give us that particular version of Pamela Voorhees too. I think that's pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, here she is with like the Ultimate Part 2 Jason, the Ultimate Part 3 Jason, the Ultimate Final Chapter Jason, and the Ultimate Dream Jason right there, as you can see. Here's Pam with the Ultimate Part 5 Roy Burns, and that's right, the other one was Ultimate Part 5 Dream. Yeah, the Dream Jason. Here's the Ultimate Part 6 Jason, Ultimate Part 7, and the Ultimate Freddy vs. Jason. Alright. Here she is with the Ultimate 2009 Friday the 13th Jason, and the Nintendo Jason, like the NES Jason from Nintendo. Okay. I also wanted to show that the Ultimate Pamela Voorhees figure has a ring on her finger too right there. That's pretty cool. I noticed also that it is like on the other hands too as well. She has like this ring right there. It's pretty cool. Okay, there's the NECA Friday the 13th Ultimate Pamela Voorhees figure. I think this figure is definitely well worth their weight, and it was definitely a surprise. We really didn't expect this, you know. So I think this is just so awesome, and I would definitely recommend it, you know, especially for fans of the original Friday the 13th film, which I do still believe is one of the best in the Friday the 13th franchise, you know. And like I say, now I got this from the NECA store. That's why I ordered mine, and it shipped within like a week. It wasn't even a week. It was just like a few days when it had shipped out. So I was like, whoa. But now it has become like available like at places like I think Big Bad Toy Store, but it's just like pre-order because I think they have it scheduled to be released like in May. But if you do it through the NECA store, if you can, because I know certain people like, certain countries I believe it is, they don't have access to the NECA store, but if you can't get it through the NECA store, it will ship out like right now, you know. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth, you know, picking up. I think the likeness to Bessie Palmer is like decent on it. She does have some cool accessories, and her outfit and everything is just sculpted very well. I like the thin, like lightweight size of the figure. She feels like real light, but she does stand too as well. Like I said, it was definitely well worth the wait, and I'm happy that NECA apparently can go on with the making more figures from like Friday the 13th franchise, because I hope we can eventually get like Jason Takes Manhattan, like an ultimate, you know, Jason Takes Manhattan, like a ultimate Jason Goes to Hell, ultimate Jason X, you know. All those would be so well like worth the wait, you know, to pick up. You know, I would definitely like a Jason Takes Manhattan figure. But yeah, I was kind of suspecting if NECA was going to continue, because I know that last one we had was the Ultimate Part 7 Jason. I was kind of suspecting that the next one that they was going to do, if they was able to continue on with the franchise, with making figures, was this one. Because they were saying that's what was next. They were saying that there was an Ultimate Pamela Voorhees on the way. Because one while they was even saying like I think at the time like a 40th anniversary edition that they was trying to do. NECA was trying to do too as well. But they ended up having to delay it or like cancel or put it off because of like that lawsuit, you know, like the rights issue between like Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham, that they was fighting, you know, fighting over like the rights to the franchise, which apparently has ended. So now, like I said, I'm hoping we can continue to get more, you know, figures based on the franchise. And of course, you know, this is based like on the original Friday the 13th film from 1980, which I do have part of like this collection here, which contains like the first 8 films, like this Blu-ray collection, and it's packed tons of like features too as well, like tons of features for like all the films in the franchise. But anyway, I would definitely recommend this. So please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.